Nigel, a fine way to return to action after a 2.5-week break.
Oh, brilliant 3 points. A bit rusty today, mentally more than physically probably. A few poor decisions on the pitch and on the ball, but to score 3 goals away from home with the quality that we did and get the 3 points, absolutely as good as we've had all season in terms of that, because of all the circumstances and 6 or 7 players missing, arguably the first choice midfield as well. Having said all that, it's a great 3 points.
How do you rate the display on the whole?
I don't think we were great at times. I thought we gave it away far too cheaply, and as I say, made some strange decisions on the ball, but did enough to score the 3 good goals, and probably could have had 1 or 2 more. It was only the penalty setback, I think, that upset things a little bit before half time.
Let's speak about the 3 goals. The first in the first period. Rhys Oates doing such good work on the right-hand side to get a ball into the box, a dangerous ball, and Bailey Cargill doing the rest from close range.
We talk about, Oates in where he's most dangerous and potent, and sometimes it is from a wide position. And so like today, when he pushes it down the outside, there's not many people going to catch him. And his cross was magnificent. It was by far his best cross of the day, because these other 4 or 5 that he had weren't too clever. But it was a brilliant cross and a great header. Very difficult to defend that.
They levelled 10 minutes or so before the break from a penalty. What did you make of that?
A little bit mystified, really, because of what we've had all season is when there's been shirts pulled in the box and everything. If the ball's not been anywhere near, we've been told by the officials that, well, it's not relevant because the ball's nowhere near. And the ball was 30 yards outside the penalty area when he gave the penalty. So it seemed to be against all the advice that we've been given so far this season.
1-1 at the break. You brought Stephen Quinn on for Ollie Clarke, and Stephen Quinn made an almighty impact in that second half. Yeah, we
tweaked the formation a little bit as well, but the only reason he didn't start was he's been down with flu this week, and he wasn't quite up to starting the game, but because Ollie was on a yellow card, and I thought we needed a little bit more intelligence in our play, and he provided that immediately, made the 2 goals, and then didn't get lads. It was involved in winning the free kick for the sending off.
You got your noses in front again through Davis Keeler-Dunn. What a ball it was from Quinn.
Absolutely brilliant. As I say, the 2 crosses, incredibly difficult to defend when they're that quality. And it was actually a penalty as well. If Davis hadn't have scored, then there was going to be a penalty on Aidan Flint from the same cross. But I'm glad Davis finished it, so we didn't have the nerves of the penalty. And then George Maris pops up on the edge of the box again, another great cross, and side foots one in. So it's after them, when they get out 10 men, you want to keep the 3-1 intact, go and get another goal, which we tried to. JJ, we think, was onside. Oates is a whisker from going clear. So I thought after that it was quite a professional display.
It was a good finish from George Maris.
Yeah, good side foot on the edge of the box. He likes those when he's coming onto them. No, it doesn't need any great power. It just needs a little bit of guidance into the corner. I think that really just settled the game.
Were you as pleased with your defensive display on the whole? Because Christy Pym wasn't really relied upon.
No, I thought he made one magnificent save in the first half when he came and intercepted a cross out near the penalty spot. And it's something we talk to our goalkeepers about, where if you can come and read it, and I thought it would have been a clear chance, and he just came and grabbed it. Must have been 12 yards out of his goal, and he wasn't troubled too much, but because of the way Crawley play and the technical players they have, there's always that threat there, even with 10 men. But we defended much better in the second half.
Perfect way pretty much to start a very busy period now.
Yeah, we needed the 3 points today. We thought that everybody else was going to win, so we've got to keep pace, and that's going to be the situation for the next few months. We've got to keep pace with the top 3 and try and get into it if we can. 12 points now at stake in 9 days, starting next Saturday. It's going to be an important period.
A couple of players not in the squad today. You mentioned Stephen Quinn, who of course played, but Will Swan and Aaron Lewis. Could you tell us about them?
Will Swan flew as well. Had a bit going through the camp this week. He's had a nasty dose of it. Hopefully he'll be back in training in the middle of next week. And Aaron Lewis tweaked his hamstring last week in training, so we're hoping he might be available sometime over the Christmas period, but not for next week.
Conversely, though, you're starting to get players back still.
Yeah, we need it. It just seems to be that you get 2 or 3 back and then you lose 2 or 3 as well. It was great to get Steve McLaughlin back on the pitch today. He's going to do well to get in ahead of Jordan Barry today. I thought he was as good as we had. I thought he looked after Kellen Gordon very well, because he's a big threat, and defended well and played well, Jordan, today. I thought both fullbacks were good, actually.
Thank you. Safe trip back.
Thank you, and you.